Hey all you Zordons and Power Rangers, my name is Dale Robin Jr. III, and this is the 22nd episode of Slow to Pro, a YouTube series where I go from slow and stupid to, well, hopefully just stupid one day. I decided to hop into an open server to practice some Nürburgring since I have a league race there next week, and figured since it's a public lobby, it's probably best to start from the rear. But other people have the same thing in mind, and anyone who wants to start from the back of the pack doesn't really scare me because they're either really cautious or really fast. And as we come down the straight, we've already got a victim on the right. We couldn't even make it down a straight. So I'm thinking this race is going to be some Days of Thunder madness, and I'm feeling like Tom Cruise met Terry Crews met Two Live Crew. In other words, I'm excited and my blood's pumping. So we're going to try our best to keep it tight and tidy, stick to this Aston, move through the pack if possible. You know, I got this new confidence on my side. Sabina and I have been getting along like a rocking chair and a baby. I took an outside line to avoid hitting the Aston, and I'm really hoping that he doesn't try to apex the next turn. Luckily, he stays wide and has a much better run at that turn, so he takes the spot right back down this straight here. And I just want to tuck back in and wait for the mistakes because I'm certain that they're coming, and I really don't want to get tied up in them. The engineer calls out a slow car ahead, but he cries wolf with that way too often, so I just don't believe him anymore. It's like when he says you have light damage, your car's probably fucked. So yeah, I just don't believe a word that guy says anymore. I hardly even trust him about the pit window at this point. He lies like he's got something to gain by messing with me. I believe that the engineer is a sentient AI and really enjoys watching me struggle with a damaged vehicle, or that he likes watching me slow down for cars that aren't actually moving slow. So as we swing up through the Schumacher S, we're nice and tight with the Aston again, and I decide to get inside just to make sure that if he brakes early, I don't rail into him, and I do a good job at that. But here comes some of that light damage. I tried to keep going after that, but Sabina took quite the shot there, and she's hurt worse than that engineer is telling us, so that effectively ended my race. I did a couple laps, and the lap times just weren't there. It didn't feel like good practice anymore. So if you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing so you can find your way back. Give the video a like if you feel I'm worthy of such an honor. If you've got tips, setups, or any advice, leave a comment. Thanks for watching this episode of Slow to Pro. I'm Dale Robin Jr. III, and you guys have the kind of day you want to have.